Hey Space Cats, I'm Dr. Maggie Lou, welcome back to my channel. As the year 2022 draws to an end, let's have a recap of all the great achievements in astronomy and space this year and what we've got to look forward to come the new year. So let's begin. Firstly, to bring this year to a close, it's been an interesting one. At the start of the year, we saw the Russian invasion of Ukraine. This brought havoc to the people involved, but decade-long science collaborations also came to a sudden halt, with missions like the Russian-German X-ray space telescope eROSITA being put into an indefinite sleep mode. ESA and Roscosmos's Mars rover exoMars was also axed before being given a second lifeline when the ESA ministerial announced the injection of further funds to resurrect it. But in more uplifting news, NASA's James Webb Space Telescope successfully deployed its sunshield and mirrors and was able to give us this beautiful image. And then many, many more. Of course, ESA selected their latest class of astronauts since their selection 13 years ago, one of whom is the UK's John McFall, who will be ESA's first Paralympic astronaut. Recall that Hayley Arceneaux became the first person with a prosthesis to fly to space on board the SpaceX Dragon in 2021. Artemis 1 was launched in November, and this was the first stage of NASA's Artemis program to return humans to the moon. It demonstrated the tech feasibility, and in particular the Orion capsule with mannequins on board. Additionally, Japan saw the launch of its first private moon mission, Hakuto-R, to demonstrate a lunar lander and 2 robotic rovers. Now on to 2023. I know I said this last year, but this year, 2023, is a big one for space vehicle maiden flights. In this year, we'll see the delayed ESA's Ariane 6, Blue Origin's New Glenn, and ULA's Vulcan Centaur all making maiden voyages. Like always, these launch vehicles will further advance human spaceflight as we know it, allowing us to get heavy payloads into space. And it comes at a perfect time after the Soyuz boycott this year. Perhaps more novel this year will be the UK's first space launch from Spaceport, Cornwall. The Launcher 1 rocket will launch from a modified Boeing 747 plane called Virgin Orbit's Cosmic Girl, after having a horizontal runway launch. The plane will then return to Spaceport and be able to launch more satellites in the future. In April, the European Space Agency will launch the Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer, aka JUICE, a spacecraft that will explore Jupiter and its large ice-covered moons, Ganymede, Europa, and Callisto. And it will help us understand the emergence of habitable worlds around gas giant planets like Jupiter. SpaceX plans to conduct a lunar crewed flyby mission with Japanese billionaire Yusaku Maezawa using the Starship. The Dear Moon project will bring Maezawa and 10 recently announced artists on a 6-day round trip of the moon. However, as Starship has yet to be approved for an orbital journey around the Earth, let alone a flight around the moon, it's likely that this mission will be pushed further back. The Vera C. Rubin Observatory, previously referred to as the Large Synoptic Survey Telescope, will see first light in 2023 over the course of 10 years. It will make over 5 million images, imaging each patch of the sky every 5 days. It will be able to see anything that moves, creating a legacy of space and time. Rubin will take inventory of our solar system, map our Milky Way galaxy, and help us probe dark matter and dark energy from the ground. And of course, I leave the best to last. My personal favourite Euclid Space Telescope will launch to unravel the mysteries of the dark universe and help us understand the elusive dark matter and dark energy by studying tiny distortions of light in distant galaxies to precisions that are not achievable from the ground. That's a lot in store for 2023, and that's just the tip of it. That's all for this week's video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to leave me a like, share and subscribe.